Hi, I want to talk to you about an absolutely critical part of selecting a book title. We all know that two of the most important things when it comes to marketing a book are the title and the cover. What many don't know is that when it comes to picking a title, that you can be somewhat scientific about it. Certainly there's a large part art, probably mostly art, but there is some science there. Again, let's say our book is nonfiction. And let's also say that one of the things that we want to make sure that happens is when our subject when somebody is searching for anything related to our subject in Google, we would want our book to appear. Also, though, it would be useful, even if we weren't realistically expecting a high Google rank, it would still be nice for us to be picking titles that we know interest a lot of people. Google provides us a terrific tool for evaluating the demand for a particular title. It's called the Google AdWords tool. To find it, just type in Google AdWords in Google. It'll take you to the site. You'll need to register. Very, very simple. Let me take you through it real quick at its most basic form. Let's say I'm doing a book on dog training, and I put together a few words that might be relevant before. Maybe I was talking about dog training puppies in particular, or how to train puppies, or training puppies in 3 easy steps. The first thing I would want to do is come up with a list of 30 or 40 possible titles. Then click search. What this is doing is showing us recent history on how many people have been searching Google for a particular phrase. This is generally used by advertisers, but extremely useful for authors. I came down here, I just clicked on this keyword idea tab. We'll come back to the ad group ideas beta tab a little bit later. The first thing this shows us, though, if you look right up top, is how many people are searching for each one of our keyword phrases. First thing we notice is competition is medium. Now we want to look for low competition. That's our goal, is to find things that are low competition. The goal is low competition, heavy search volume. But what we want to certainly avoid is high. So I'm actually kind of happy that we're not seeing anything with high competition here. A little surprised. Not always, by the way, do I believe what I see here. There are over 1 million searches per month on dog training. That's great. Dog training for puppies gets 40,000, and curiously, how to train puppies gets 246,000 searches. So one thing that tells us right away is that if I am writing a book on dog training puppies, the right keywords are not dog training for your puppy. It's how to train puppies. Those are the much more actionable keywords for a book title. The last column also shows us something of great value, which is the economic value of a search word. It is basically a proxy for a person's willingness to conduct commerce. In other words, if I type in dog training, I'm much more likely to conduct commerce than if I type in these other keywords. So do with that as you may. Often you'll get different signals. It's just a matter of going through as many words as possible and then using your judgment to pick a word, to pick a phrase. This last column shows local search trends. That tells us whether there's any seasonality. Then, down here, we get all sorts of other ideas. And what you need to do is go through these one by one and sort them in different ways. Just quickly looking, here's a $3 keyword, puppy training classes. Okay, no surprise. People who are looking for classes are more likely to click on something and then spend money. Here's something I don't like, private dog training. High click-through of $2.53, showing me good economic value. Anything over $1 is good, but low search volume and very high competition. So basically what I would do here is I would come down, just click on the word on the column heading and sort. So first I'm going to sort by competition, looking at my lower competition words. Now I'm looking for things that have some volume. So right here, $1 per keyword, 60,000 searches a month, low competition for dog tricks. So maybe right now my book title can become How to Teach Your Dog Tricks in 3 Easy Steps, training for your puppy. That gets me in front of a bunch of people who are searching for something that maybe doesn't have a lot of competition. Real quick then, there is this section called Ad Group Beta, which we can click on. That will show you how things cluster, how different search words will cluster around key headings. So this shows us if we were going to begin to cluster the keywords around certain headings, these headings represent, often I think of them as potentially chapters. It could be chapters, for example. So maybe you have a chapter on collars and a chapter, because people want information on dog collars. That's what Google is telling us. Maybe there's a chapter on crate training. Again, Google is telling us people want to know about crate training for dogs. So that's it. So hopefully this gives you a quick indication of how you can use the Google AdWord tool to help you find a title. You'll type your word up here. You'll sort through your data. You'll look immediately at your words here, but sort through your data down here. And then you'll look at the ad group idea here just to see how things cluster. Thanks for listening, and please email us with any questions.